Maybe, I mean, you guys are young, and maybe you haven't experienced devastating circumstances or challenging circumstances, but maybe there's divorce in the family. Maybe there's struggles with friends. Maybe there's struggles in class that just has this anxiety. Maybe this coming looming test or paper due is just the burden of it is crushing. What are you and I called to do? How do we live beyond the circumstance? How do we live so that it's not the waves that are crashing into us, but the strength that we have in Christ carrying us through? We, like Peter, need to keep our eyes fixed on Him. And for me, as a guy who would struggle, it's when I would take my eyes off of the Lord that the tears would come. And why? What am I doing here? This is crazy. And the struggles, but when I put my eyes on the Lord, the wind is quiet. And even though the waves are rushing, I don't sense them. And that's the same for me and for you. So going back to the fire a little bit and what happened. We were told by our insurance adjusters that we would be out of business for 9 months. That would have put us out of business totally. We never could have recovered. The great people I work with had our workshop up and going in 4 days. 4 days. We were told 9 months. 4 days our workshop is up and going. 2 weeks we have our offices fully staffed, newly painted, desks, computers. In 4 weeks we reopen a retail store, our flagship store. Our insurance company could not believe it. To this day they can't believe it. We were a story inside this entire insurance company. How did that happen? How does this little company in Grove City, Pennsylvania, when they're supposed to be out of business 9 months, recover in less than 4 weeks? A providential God working through amazing people. You know, as I look out here, I see future leaders. There's no question about it. You could be leading in a classroom as a teacher. You could be leading in a business. You could start your own business. I'll be working for Carolina, I'm sure, in a few years. You might be a stay-at-home mom. You might be a stay-at-home dad. You're going to lead somewhere. And one of the key recipes for you and I is we've got to surround ourselves with people who are rock stars. And a rock star isn't, you know, the Wall Street hedge fund guy, but it is people with integrity, people with a will and a vision and who believe in something bigger than themselves. And when you and I do that, there's nothing through the power of the Lord you and I can't accomplish. And again, 4 days, the workshop up and going. 2 weeks, the office is up. 4 weeks later, the retail store is up and going. Oh, and by the way, we delivered that Pittsburgh Penguins order in 4 weeks. With that, we didn't know how we were going to do it before the fire. But here's, honestly, I mean, the classic entrepreneurial story, right? Oh yeah, we can do that. How are we going to do that? I mean, right? We get that, right? We get that. Oh, we can do. How do we do that?